Hello, everybody! Fearmy Games, the next part of my 1212 AD campaign, playing as the Byzantine Empire, soon to be the Reformed Roman Empire. We're here defending our gains in Rowclaw against these rebel scum. We don't really have much in the terms of garrison size, but our army is here, a little injured due to the fact that they starved for a little bit. My bad. So we're gonna try and defend against the army that has full strength, but they have the severe limitation of the fact that half of their army is cavalry or / ranged. So we will see if they can actually pull out this victory. I think we have the advantage here. You know, I've learned from experience, Cav is not that great in the siege. It's only good, like, if you could take the walls and open up the gates. Otherwise, they're a bit questionable. We were enemies, but nevertheless, his death grieves me, for the world has never known a greater man. Mehmed II, Ottoman Sultan, about Yano... it was too slow to read it all. So, apparently there is a breach already in the walls. Apparently there's a fire somewhere. Oh, right there. That would be it. So I'm going to assume that the enemy's going to attack me right through this breach, which is actually, for once, fine with me. So I'm going to try and keep my army alive, and I'm going to use the garrison defenses as my main, defensive line here. But I'm going to just say, we might have to do one of them actually, because I don't like having that. I don't like that particular angle. I'm going to use this one here as the center unit. No, I don't want him on the wall. No. God damn. There we go. That way, there's a continuous line of pikes. I don't see your pikes at the ready, men. Show me your pikes. Everyone else has their pikes ready. Come on, you can do it. There we go. I was worried they would glitch. Alright. So now we have our primary defenders here. I don't think they have any siege equipment. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our archers up on our crossbowmen up on the walls.
Defensive positions.
And then let's see. So we have barricades that we can put into place. So what we're going to do is, let's see, can they get here, or is it too damaged? I don't know. Let's see, let's cut off this as a flank. And maybe just for shits it goes that one. Because I don't really want to barricade anything here, because I think all of it would be kind of useful for me to have, but maybe yeah, there's no real point to me blocking off anything where I actually want to fight. Ideally, I would be able to block off this section, but I can't. So I'm going to just try to do is, that one's already in place, is it? No, okay. So I'm going to use one of my extra units. I'm going to use my gold unit here. Just in case the enemy tries to flank around with our cav, I'll at least have a unit in position to block them. And give me time to, you know, deal with it. So let's see. Assuming that, let's say this falls, I'm going to have this unit be ready to hold at the center line, just in case. I'm not expecting to have that situation occur, but better safe than sorry. I want to be careful where I position my cav reinforcements because I don't want them getting focus fired by like enemy ranged units while I have them lying in wait. As for the rest of my units, I'm being kind of careful where I position them. Position them in such a way that they can move in to assist if I need them to, but not so close that they get too tied up. Let's see, have that guy, I guess, go here. And these guys actually want to be close because these guys are good damage dealing forces, and especially if I get them to reinforce there. But I want them further back just so that way the enemy archers don't immediately focus on them, because they're very susceptible to arrow fire. Which makes me want to actually pull this one a little bit further back because it might be within range. Admittedly, our pikemen are also susceptible to this, but nothing we can really do about that. We need them where they are. Let's start. Very God and country.
Our enemies mean to march into our capital and utterly overthrow us. They mean to take our women and enslave our children. This we cannot allow. That is why we hold these walls to the last gasp. Make ready.
I like that speech, except this isn't the capital. This is like maybe a provincial capital technically, but it's not the capital of the empire. Oh, looks like they're setting up their axemen first. Good melee damage and attack, but let's see. But worse than what I got already. Is there like armor piercing on them? I can't really tell. Poor armor, well, no, this is poor armor piercing damage. Usually the strength of axemen would be armor piercing, right? Otherwise, what's the point of them? I guess they're about the same level as weak swords, I guess, but my swords are better than their swords. In fact, their swords are better than their axemen, apparently. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell sometimes. Okay, they're all going to go into this choke point here, with our pikemen waiting to hold. Maybe I could probably put somebody. I might have been able to put something right here, but this is better, I think. They're ambushing us? What? How is it an ambush? I knew exactly where they're coming from. Our crossbowmen are in a not horrible position to assist in this battle. But why aren't they firing back as efficiently as I think they could? I'm actually going to set this one to actually be more focused on the enemy. Same with this one here, actually. And I'm going to move these guys up. I'm going to get them involved soon enough. Okay, now there's a big blob of enemies attacking. They got some cav involved too. The pikes are doing a good job keeping them at bay. Some of them are getting through the pikes. I feel like pikes aren't as broken in the real life as they are in Total War games. I mean, they're pretty useful. You know, skid spear if you're not careful about it. I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe with like a shield, you just hold your shield out and you charge. Maybe that would be fine. I'm not. It's a bit outside of my knowledge realm. I don't really have any personal experience with medieval warfare, because gaming does not count. Alright. These guys seem to be holding out just fine. I'm gonna wait to start engaging my Anglo-Varangoi. And it looks like my pikemen are getting all of the kills, especially the center one here. And the side ones are mostly just there to like stop them from flanking the middle one, and they're doing some work there. I think the reason why is the AI is not trying to flank into the side, go into the flanks too much. Which is why the middle one's getting so much more kills. I'm actually surprised with the deficit. 183 versus 48 and 77. That's actually a surprising difference to me. Considering it looks like they still have a healthy amount of guys that they can stab on both flanks. It looks like they're starting to break though on the pikes. Pikes are broken. Their crossbows are doing work. Sort of. No, man. Apparently they don't have enough range to actually fire back or something. I don't see why my guys aren't firing. Although they are firing apparently, just not as fast as I would expect them to be doing. Are they maybe firing at the retreating guys? Maybe that's what's going on there. Yeah, rebel scum, take that! One thing at least is nice about these archers is that they are, well, even if they're not doing the best at kills, they are at least making it so there's less fire going directly at my pikemen holding the walls, so they're at least doing that. And they're getting a couple of shots off from up here, down below. So these guys are probably taking the most damage because they have their backs to the arrow fire. Yeah, let's see. Not very many kills either way. Alright, we'll just go speed things up because I don't see the battle changing anytime immediately, at least. Yeah, well, looks like we might just have to wait for the enemy to start running out of ammunition before we see any more action. Oh, more burning buildings. Now, this is where I'm going to move back, change the positioning of my crossbowmen to try and reduce the amount of damage they're taking, especially the high-level ones.
We have gained the upper hand.
That looks like I actually pulled that one into range of my own crossbow, so now that they're winning the little pew-pew exchange. There we go. Perfect. Alright. This battle has been officially won. And we're getting a couple of across the bolts now going in against them. Victory is ours. They must have shattered due to army losses. Yeah, they shattered due to army losses. Easy clap. Only lost 62 men, and they lost 637 men, so more than 10 times our number. And you know, I only need to engage my pikemen and my crossbows. Well, the one that I put in the center got 221 kills by the end of it. Now that's impressive. We'll take on the warriors, but we definitely need the replenishment up here. Oh my, but jeepus! What the hell? What? How do we have this much problem with food? What? What is going on? What? What the hell? Okay, give me one moment. I'm gonna look at my video. Is the food situation somehow getting worse? Even though I'm building more and more food buildings? What is going on? How do we have minus 1,295 food? What is going on? Like, how? What? What is this ridiculousness? I'm gonna pause the video real fast and get back to you guys. What the hell? Okay, I just looked at the last video. Apparently, I was positive in the food and in the income department before this place was attacked. Well, while this place was under siege, where I should be getting no money from this whole thing. Which means that I don't somehow, when I loaded my save, I somehow lost a bunch of money in food production somehow, which makes us what? I should have way more than just 112 food. This is some bullshit. Like, I don't understand, like, how this could be happening. I know, like, I have a lot of food consumption building, so either there's two things that could be going on. One, it's glitched, and that for some reason I'm getting no food from my farms, or let me check something. Or something quite drastic. So fertility levels. What the? Why is everything suddenly infertile? Except for the place in the Nile. What? What's going on? Why is everything suddenly infertile? This makes no sense. How did all my places go from really good fertility to no fertility? What? How is it that nowhere can make food? What is going on? I'm gonna look something up real fast. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, but I did a little brief search online, and nothing tells me about how every place can suddenly go completely infertile. If this keeps up worse, I think the whole world's gonna be screwed, because nowhere will have food. Like, oh my god. I mean, I could demolish, like, every building that has food consumption, but even that, I don't know how much is really going to... what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack this place. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to do my end turn, and hopefully the end turn sequence fixes it. Otherwise, this campaign's going to be unplayable. Well, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to start it off. I mean, it apparently claims I can just auto-resolve it, but might be better just to take it myself. So I have only 3 siege towers, but I'd rather attack while my guys are still healthy. Because they're about to start taking a lot of damage with how much food I'm lacking, apparently. With all of Greece. Almost all of Greece. But that's not really going to mean much when my entire nation is starving to death. If the end turn sequence doesn't fix it, I'm gonna have to call an end to the series, because if I can't maintain any armies or do anything because for some reason everything went infertile all of a sudden, then, well, there's nothing I can really do. A lot of buildings require me to have a decent food because I'm decent food rate. So I have only 2 siege towers? I thought it should be 3 siege towers. Weird. I guess I was wrong? Oh. The Rus mercenaries will be the ones responsible for trying to take the walls for us. We're going to have these guys focused on the gatehouse, and we're going to have pikemen's ready. I'm not gonna put Wooo invest in my archers early, so I'm just gonna keep them back here. We're gonna have our cav ready to go. I'm gonna have these guys ready to move in when the opportunity arises, just in case you guys are attacked. I'm gonna move you guys over here with the shield wall. You know, you guys can do a spear wall and be like a little bit back here. A nice line. I think actually you move these guys up a little bit. I think maybe a little bit more range. Yeah, a little bit more, a little closer. There we go. That's where they have to be. Okay. So, flaming round, anything does bonus damage. So bonus damage to buildings can damage buildings, but it's not as effective, it looks like. So we're gonna do this. Then the flaming round is less damage to buildings. So looks like this is the most damage to buildings, I'm guessing. Well, actually, apparently, it should be based on the base damage. So base damage is only 15. Let's just keep it the standard rounds then.
They will bleed for us. Must make this last stand, no matter how foolish or the Lord himself.
Oh my god, like one volley and apparently one of my onagers is already on, catapult's already on fire. That's ridiculous.
But today, we attack.
Bunch of peasants running. Run, you fools, run before we murder you all. It's quite inconvenient that that for some reason my catapult, like literally in the first enemy volley, got burned to smithereens. Alright, well the gate should fall pretty easily. Even with the range of my catapults, I just have to wait for them to finish the vault to fire into it. Whether they destroy the gatehouse or the gates themselves, either way it's going to work out just fine with me. Looks like they put all of their siege defenses back there for some reason. It's kind of weird. Here's a little port here, which means they're probably going to have a ship garrison, imagine. Let's see, I see only archers up here. But they're crossbowmen and arms, which means they're not horrible in melee, but they're not as good as my guys in melee. At least there is that. Yeah, this one's taking a little bit of fire damage, but it seems to be pretty sturdy, so I'm not expecting that one to fall. I'm gonna start moving my guys up. No, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I want to make, because it's gonna take some time anyways. I wonder if they get destroyed, is the rest of the gatehouse still targetable? Because I kind of want them to be destroyed before I get my Rus mercenaries into melee with the enemy crossbows and have them be brutally murdered because of the way that the mechanics work. I'm going to shift them over too, because actually I am a little bit worried about that possibility. Alright, but yeah, they should have the gate destroyed and the gatehouse destroyed soon. Though the gate's apparently wide open, but I know from experience that actually is not open. There's an invisible wall there. I don't know if that's an Attila problem or if that's a 1212 AD problem. The fort towers have actually gotten a couple of hits by accident. Yeah, gates being destroyed. Oh, another catapult's been destroyed. That is a problem. If that ends up happening, then we'll need to move up our pikemen into and stuff to destroy the gates manually. Not ideal, but something we can do when the need arises. Looks like they decide to move their crossbowmen away from the siege towers. And then they're moving back. They're kind of undecided, it looks like. About half ammo, a little over halfway there. Hopefully we should be okay. Losing the catapult probably might have cost us some ammunition, though technically in real life that would mean more ammunition, just same ammunition, but just take longer. But this is in real life. Alright, now let's move up our sword guys to get ready to take the walls. What's the situation over here? Okay, we'll start moving up our pikemen. Down with the false Greek country. We are the real Greek faction, the Byzantine Empire. You guys are nothing but Latins occupying Greek territory. We'll show you with our Russian mercenaries how Greek we are. Let's see, the gatehouse is about to be destroyed. I need to be very careful with my Rus mercenaries here. I actually want to bring this one. I would love to bring it onto the floor if I can, but there's an enemy cav right there. This is about to be destroyed, so I don't actually want to get near the gate, the towers right now. Main reason being that those things are about to be destroyed.
They will bleed for us.
A couple more volleys left. We're gonna at least try to keep one of our Rus mercenaries alive here. Alright, cut a little bit more. I feel like they're I think they know what's gonna happen with the towers. They're just trying to draw me in. I'm like, no, I won't let you. I won't let you draw me in. I know what happens if I take the bait.
Battle ready and eager. Melee warriors. The gates are destroyed. Forward. They will bleed for us.
You know what? Screw it. Screw it. Screw it. We're going down. We're going down this way. We're going down this way, team. Team, we're going this way. I don't trust those towers. From experience, they're deadly. It's so deadly.
Ready for orders.
Deadlier than the entire enemy army is.
Fearless warriors.
If you want to terrify me at 1212 AD, and I guess even Attila by extension, tell me that we're gonna try and take an enemy tower. That's how you terrify me.
They will bleed for us.
My pikemen are facing the wrong direction to kill the people I'm trying to tell them to murder. Come on, finish off that tower. I think that... Oh, there we go, we got it.
We have destroyed the enemy tower.
Now let's make that explosive now.
We hunger for blood in this battle.
They're down. You can go down. I believe in you, Mr. Rus Mercenaries. You can be down for business, right?
Understood.
There we go. We're slowly beating them back at the gates.
We have gained the upper hand.
Now we have this enemy cav now surrounded and should die soon enough. As the swordsmen aren't going to do too much damage against it, but the spearmen definitely will do something about it. So I could probably start investing my cav now into this one if I can get them to break through. Why are my guys suddenly being so weird? The last big thing of enemy resistance.
Hold position. Guard. A unit has fired all of its ammunition.
The enemy cav has been defeated over here. I'm going to send these guys over to capture the gate. I'm gonna send this one over here now to assist in the battle. But that guy broke, and this cake should be captured by us, right? I mean, I'm not wrong. Alright, we'll keep it up the fight. Alright, our swordsmen are taking the walls. Now there is mercenaries. Hopefully being safely down here will be more than enough. Why are you guys way over here? Or did you guys go this way? That's weird. Oh no, I guess I didn't order them off. Maybe they were trying to chase the cav who retreated. I'm gonna keep this one safe. I'm gonna keep these guys on the wall until we finish capturing it, and then we're gonna send them to kill. That's what we're gonna do. It's almost been captured by us, right?
They will bleed for us.
I can't tell if this means we're taking it or we're losing. Oh, we are definitely taking it. Okay. Alright, we'll start moving these guys up to the capture point then.
The enemy's tower has been destroyed.
Oh no, my pikemen are still hurt though. I don't know if that was actually from the battle or from the falling rocks though. So it's hard to tell how much of it was my fault. Let's see, now that the towers are destroyed, I don't have to worry about them anymore. I'm going to start investing my legios into securing the wall. And my Rus mercenaries to go along with them. These guys, I'm going to have them take the tower over here. These guys definitely were able to avoid damage by doing what they did. Perfect.
The walls are under attack.
Oh, these are we're attacking the enemy walls. It's not surprising that there's enemies on the walls. Because these are their walls to start with. We're just trying to take it from them. I mean, it's pretty simple. And the enemy tried to go down this flank, but we are waiting for them. Yeah, show them who's boss. Show them the power of Rus mercenaries. I'm going to use this to try and reduce the amount of missile damage that they take while capturing the tower. Yeah, my guys will win pretty easily, and then once these guys finish breaking them down here, we will send these guys up as well to flank them. Or whichever one takes their tower first, really. I could send this one to assist over here, but I don't really think that's all that necessary, but I'll do a job. Might as well go over here. Poor Rus Minister is taking air fire, but they're winning pretty decisively, even if they're tired. And that one's been decapped. Well, I guess it's not. I guess it doesn't get fully capped until it says it's mine. It is sad that we can't use the towers for ourselves, but I guess it kind of makes sense. But that they get destroyed is just, and how much damage it deals is actually quite annoying. Nice charge, men! Alright, we have them now surrounded on all sides. And looks like the men on the walls are breaking too. And we're taking out that turret as a source of problems. I think I'm gonna just gonna send my general up to the enemy capture point. I was expecting that to be the end of it, but it's not the end of it. So that must mean there is an enemy somewhere in the city that we have to be worried about. This one we're gonna move on this side, and we'll have them walk because don't need to tire them out too much. And we'll keep these guys here, secure the gates in case of an enemy incursion, right? Legios did a good job. Apparently there's an enemy barricade down there that we need to... How long have you been just standing there? I didn't even know... Why? What the hell? Why would you... I don't know what to say about that. Okay, we hold the gates. We're gonna walk. We're walking the guys who are tired. I do love the way the units move, though, and how they look. That's one thing I love about Rome 2 and Attila. Units actually, I think, look nice, especially with the modded versions of them too. Especially, yeah, the cav are gonna bypass the barricades. Like this is for peasants. My general's being hit by some tower shots, but that shouldn't faze them too much. They're all well rested. A lot of these guys just take out the take out that barricade, open up the way. I do like the way that my actual swordsmen look, and their curved swords are actually pretty nice. Makes it perfect for cut, slice, and dicing. Not as good for stabbing though, but oh, not everything can be perfect. Let's see, the other guys turn around. No, they don't seem to turn around, so. The enemy general is somewhere around here. Oh, maybe not the enemy general at least, but at least somebody on the enemy team must be in this center area here. I just haven't seen them yet. There they are. Boom! Easy charge. And they're wavering already. That was only the first one. There we go. Easy clap. Barely lost anybody there. Only one we lost a little bit was our pikemen, and those were used to just get them to force the gates. I didn't pay attention to see if the towers actually killed them or not. Oh. Defeated. We could subjugate them, but I'm gonna occupy. We want direct control of all of Greece. Let's see. Demolish anything I don't think is useful. Wealth from agriculture. You don't give me. I don't mind that defense training, but I can't get the equivalent, so there's no point to it. I like this one, so we can keep it. But Houston, we do have a problem. Let's see. What will determine whether or not this campaign can continue past this episode is going to be whether or not this food fixes itself over the end turn screen. I'm going to make a lot of people pissed at me, but I'll at least stop the bankruptcy from happening over the end turn sequence. And hopefully that will make it so we can fulfill, hopefully they'll make it so the food problem isn't as big. Hopefully, and then hopefully the food problem is gone after this turn. Because I don't know why, because when the episode ended, when our the last episode ended, we had positive food. And now we do a battle, and it's now a new turn, and suddenly everything's infertile, and now we have no food. And you guys saw it was the entire world with only a couple exceptions that were infertile. It's like I don't know what will cause that besides bug. Which is sad. Hey, look, Nicaea has a rebellion. I didn't even notice that. Nah,
Much merit in the treaty between
not right now. Alright, but Achaea is mine, which means the last territory of Greece not under my control is Thessalonica. I had planned to go to war Thessalonica many, many years ago, but was instead drawn into a multi-decade conquest of the East.
Our wares have merits which would appeal to your people and trade.
No.
Very well. The empty.
One thing that is nice is that they seem to be at war with Serbia, which means I can offer to join Serbia's war to attack Thessalonica when it comes to the opportunity. Why is there a second rebel army? So we still have food problems. How, though? This is ridiculous. I mean, I'm not no surprised that people are rebelling. Like, my taxes had to be go. We had positive income and we had positive food. I really don't understand why this is happening.
Ready for orders. Hear us, Lord! Make haste, men.
Let's finish off this faction. There we go. Defeated.
Advance. Set up the watch.
Well, actually, apparently this area was Greek Orthodox. I don't know if that was because the faction was Greek Orthodox or not, but we'll find out. Because Latin is definitely still dominant in Thessalonica. But yeah, I mean, I could demolish everything that has food production, but I don't think that would even be enough to stop it. And that would not stop the fact that we have rebellions popping up everywhere. I don't know what the cause is. Maintenance has also gone up. I think. It's just. I'm trying to figure out why the fertility levels went to 0 everywhere. Have they improved at all? No. Kiev was like rich or bountiful, and it's still, and now it's only average. Like Thrace was good to bountiful, and now it's minus. Now it's infertile. It says base fertility is 4, but due to climate, it's now -4. I don't know how that happened. So now there's a whole nother army there, and my people are starving. A rebel army. I don't really have anything positioned to just wipe it out on a whim, but they're attacking a pretty strong area. But nothing's going to really change, though, if... It's not really going to help anything if... how much is this military presence? Maybe I'll buy all of it. Okay. If I don't know how to fix this this problem that everything's infertile. We are respectable, but that wouldn't do anything. This is really confusing me. Belgrad's still under siege by these rebels here. Kiev is doing fine, public order-wise at least. You're still very unhappy with me, but nothing I can do about that. What about my governorships? Where's my governors? So right now you're in power local ruler, which is lowering the tax rate, but it's reducing maintenance costs. Alright, let's do one more end-turn cycle. And if the end-turn cycle, if it's still not fixed, or now, and I'm going to try loading it. If you don't see another episode of this one, what's going to happen is I'll probably release a video letting you guys know what happened. What I'm going to try doing is, what I'm going to try doing is, I'm going to save the video, I'm going to save the game after the end, with the video being over, once I've ran the video, and then I'm going to load the save, and hopefully when I load the save, the food bug will be fixed. Like, it's safe to say I did not expect that fertility would be such a big deciding factor in me being able to actually maintain my food and
We
economy.
have much respect for your might. Will you justify our admiration and act in this instance?
I mean, do I have any actual, like, agreements with these people? Like, I know they asked me to, like, have peace with them, but I don't think we actually agreed to anything beyond that, right? Is this Bohemia? No, this is not Bohemia. This is Bulgaria. Yeah, I don't mind.
There is much merit in a treaty.
Yeah. So it looks like those are some Bohemian armies.
Should we cooperate? Our enemies would cower and seek safety.
No, Jerusalem, I actually plan to kill you eventually as well. You're occupying territory I want. I wonder if the AI is also having the same trouble as I am right now with food. I know they have cheats and stuff like that, but we'll find out. I was going to say, is Thessalonica about to go to war with me? There's rebels now attacking Constantinople, but they only appeared, I think, a turn ago, so I should just be able to slap them with the garrison and win that battle. Die, please. I really dislike how a weak army like that can attack Constantinople and completely just demolish everything there. It's exceptionally inconvenient. Belgrade is still being besieged. We're right out of supplies in 2 turns, which is concerns to me because I don't want. Hope the AI doesn't like hold out on that. So I'm going to save here. I'm going to show it to you guys on stream and recording, and then I'm going to load the save and see if that fixes the problem. But load. This was just now. Well, no. Where's my save? There it is from today. Why is that at the bottom? Weird. Alright, let's see if that fixes the problem. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, then this will be the last episode of the series. And I thank you guys so much for watching to this point. What I'm thinking I'm going to do for the next series is I don't think I'm going to do another 1212 AD mod, at least not right now. What I'm going to actually do is honestly, I was doing some cleanup for the move, and I found in my old Empire Total War DVD, which I haven't used for a long time. Yep, this did not fix the problem. I don't know why. But so I think what I'm going to do is I've owned Napoleon since almost when it came out, but I've never actually played it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my old save, I'm going to show you how different things are. No, not this one. This one. And so what I think I'll do is I'm thinking of either doing Napoleon Total War or Shogun Total War, since I haven't done a playthrough on that on this channel yet. I think that'd be kind of fun to do. Because honestly, I really like the idea of the Empire Total War combat, with the shots and the cannons. I had a lot of fun playing in the past. But I only really I played most of my time with Empire like modded. So here is the old thing. I only had 90 problems, as you guys can see here. This is a previous save. And fertility was green, 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 well, green and yellow. And with the very rich in Kiev. And then suddenly went everything infertile, which means I can't hold any food. I don't really know what happened. But it is unfortunate that is the case. But I thank you guys so much for watching this series. If you guys liked the video, press the like, comment down below. Comment down below if you guys actually have an idea of how a fix to this. If you guys know a fix, because I did like a quick 2-minute search, because I wanted to get back to recording the video, and I didn't find any solution to this problem. And that 2-minute search, didn't find anything mentioning this problem or anything like that. If you guys say it's just part of the game, then maybe I'll try and find my way around it. Maybe I'll try just demolishing every building that consumes food. The only problem with that one is that that's a lot of buildings consume food. And I don't think that'll be enough if everything is infertile. Oh well. I had really a lot of fun with the series. We got one so close to our goal. And in the later save, we conquered Greece. We got Thessalonica would be a last thing of Greece. We were halfway to reclaiming the Roman Empire. A series a thing that's taken us over 100 years as we made the Roman Empire bigger in some ways than it was ever before, but still smaller in other ways. But take care, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next series. We'll be taking this time slot. Bye-bye, everybody.